everyone, and welcome back. As always, I am your girl, Candy Washington, and we are going to have a catch up on the latest drama of everything going on with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. As you guys know, it has been a major situation over there with the ladies of Beverly Hills. We don't get a new episode until tomorrow, so let's catch up on everything that's happened right now. But before we do that, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this with a friend, because a kiki is always better with community. And you can also support if you want through super chat, super thanks, and everything else down below in the description box. But with that, let's just quickly dive into everything that has been going on. Hi, Candy. How are you, my beautiful candy cane? All right, so let's jump in. So again, this is Botgates with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The latest is that Lisa Rinna is being super thirsty and is being super desperate to hold on to her diamond. Because let's think about it. I don't think she has anything else. So she has Rinna Beauty, but allegedly she has some lawsuits already around Lisa Beauty. I know it just launched, but kind of like the Kardashians, every time they launch something, they also get like 5 lawsuits. So apparently Lisa Rinna is also, scrapped for cash when it comes to Rinna Beauty with the lawsuits. Don't forget, she was also being sued by photographers for using, their photography without their permission. Hey, Vafka, how are you, sweetheart? What's up? Without their permission. So she was also in that lawsuit. And then, it also came out allegedly that her house has been mortgaged like 3 or 4 times. I don't really know what that means, but I think it's a bad thing. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not really sure what that means, but I think it's bad. Like, I'm not sure, but that's what they're saying. According to the housewife historian, Harry isn't even living in LA with Rinna. Apparently, he's out there living his best life. We all know the girls are grown and gone, and she had the controversy with them. So now, allegedly, Lisa Rinna is behind the scenes and is really scrambling, trying to keep her diamond. She's blaming everyone. She's going around to other bloggers and media outlets, allegedly, maybe paying some, maybe not, we don't know, to leak stories in her favor. Basically trying to leak stories that say, oh no, it's Vanderpump behind it. The producer that is now on our show was a producer, during, the Vanderpump was a producer on Vanderpump Rules, during the whole time that Stassi got fired and Jax got fired and Kristen Doty got fired. So she's saying, oh, it's weird, what a coincidence that now the Aspen trip is coming. Me and LVP don't get along. All of a sudden now this stuff is coming out now that he's a producer on the show. Lisa, you're stretching. It's a stretch, you're reaching. Nobody believes that Lisa Vanderpump has anything to do with this. Nobody believes that a Bravo producer has anything to do with this. You're just digging yourself deeper into the hole. Now, what else has come out since during this whole thing is that the real reason why Bravo got mad and reprimanded Erika Jane, reprimanded Diana Jenkins, and reprimanded Lisa Rinna, like we saw Lisa Rinna stripped her Instagram of everything. We see that Erika has been quiet. We see that Diana has been quiet. Well, allegedly, NBC and Bravo got really pissed off when the story made Good Morning America. And someone on Good Morning America basically was like, well, with the whole bot situation and the fact that it could be a castmate, was like, oh, well, Bravo and production, they really foster a toxic culture, a culture of toxicity, and that's why this is happening. So, the people at NBC Universal and Bravo were really pissed because they were like, now this is really out of control. Like, it's gotten to the point where it's on Good Morning America. People are like, the powers that be and other corporations in the world, bigger than the Bravo sphere, is now really looking at Bravo side-eyed and really crazy. And they're like, we don't want this press. We don't want this smoke. So they told Erika and Diana to zip it, to stop with the social media BS, and then they really came down on Rinna really hard. So it's not so much that they had this moral come to Jesus moment that they were so concerned about Garcelle's son. They were more concerned about the bad press. Good Morning America, that's a big deal. That's a huge platform. And for them to be looking at Bravo like, you're really co-signing this behavior, you're facilitating this, what's really good is not the press that Bravo and NBC needs. Just like Rinna, allegedly, NBC and Bravo have been sued by Nene and Mariah Huck and all these other people for racism, toxic work environment, favoritism, all of that, stealing people's ideas, all of that. So they're like, we don't want that smoke. So that's kind of like the new stuff that's coming out. But word on the street is that Bravo did offer Garcelle and her son counseling. So that's at least something. That's good. Next up, okay, let's talk about Miss Diana Jenkins real quick. Actually, no, let's go back to Rinna, and then we'll get into Diana. So allegedly, Rinna planted a story with Radar Online that came out being like, Rinna's not fired. It was a puff piece. And I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, the moment Rinna strips her entire Instagram of all of her stuff, now there's a fluff piece in Radar Online saying she's not fired and all this stuff. It kind of gives, and then all of these other bloggers were coming out, decredit, like saying like Patrick Somners is a fake, he's a fraud, he's a phony. But he did dox Rinna, and he did have the right phone number. So if he's a phony and he's lying, how did he have Rinna's real contact information? You see what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't really make that much sense. Like, how do he have the right information? So it's making me kind of believe the rumors. If Rinna could buy bots, I don't think it's above her, or beneath her rather, you know what I mean, to buy and plant stories. Now, all of a sudden, all these people are saying this. Do I think Patrick Summers is 100%, gospel? No, nobody is. But I do think where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm not going to 100% discredit this guy. I'm not going to do that. And it kind of gives more credibility to him. The fact that now there's like this huge smear campaign, like this huge push against him. Like, I think if people kind of just ignored him, that would make more sense if he really was this big fraud. But the fact that there's this huge push kind of makes me squint, right? Hey, Miss Bernice. She goes, they didn't lie. Bravo has perpetuated this culture exactly, and because it hasn't hit the national spotlight, it's wrong. Really? Exactly. They basically were like, we don't want this smoke. You guys need to pipe down. They're also saying that Bravo doesn't want to get rid of Rinna, Erika, and Diana. They want to get rid of like maybe only one or two. And I'm just like, Bravo, if they don't get rid of all three, that's a problem. It's honestly a problem if they don't get rid of all three. Like, that's a huge problem. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with them. Now, Diana. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but Diana was suspended on Twitter. So her whole Twitter account is suspended. Some people were like, is it suspended because, maybe she's behind the bots that went after Jax and all of these things. But then other people were like, well, she actually bought comments and likes and followers to say positive things about her, which is also against Twitter guidelines. That's pretty much against any social media platform. You know what I mean? Buying bots, buying comments, buying followers, buying subscribers, buying likes. That all is pretty like fraudulent, and like no platform really endorses that. So allegedly, the reason why Twitter suspended Diana's account is because she was buying positive stuff, which would make sense because Bravo had come out saying how they're rating the housewives based on what? Their social media, like how, not their particular social media, but how us, the audience, is reacting to them on social media. Garcelle is trending because she's number one. Diana came in dead last on the social media. Right before her was Lisa Rinna. So it makes sense that she's trying to do damage control. So she's buying, positive comments. She's buying fans and followers to give the appearance that she's actually more liked than she really is in order to stay in Bravo's good graces. But after everything came out with Botgate, I'm sure Twitter and Instagram and all of them were kind of looking into them And so Twitter suspended her account because allegedly she was buying, fake positive comments, likes, and all of that stuff in order to appear like she was more likable. So these women are doing a lot and they're doing the most. And what I really don't understand when it comes to Diana is, actually, I do understand it. On the surface, you're kind of like, Diana, you have all of this money, right? You have these beautiful houses, you have all of the designer clothes, you have oodles and oodles and oodles of money. Why are you working this hard to stay on a reality show? Do you see what I'm saying? Like why? Like, if I'm going to be honest, if I had millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, there's no way in hell I'm buying bots on Twitter to stay relevant on a reality show. I'm just going to cut my losses and go hang out on my island and chill out with a Mai Tai and enjoy my millions and millions of dollars. Do you see what I'm like? Rinna, I get it. Because allegedly, Rinna doesn't really have anything. She doesn't have a lot of money. Harry's gone. The girls are gone. She got fired from QVC. I don't know what's going on with Rinna Beauty. There might be some lawsuits. Like, I think Beverly Hills is the only thing that Lisa Rinna really has. So even though, she's evil and a snake, I understand why she's fighting so hard to keep it. Because it's like, if that's the one thing you have, whether it's like your one job that's really actually the only thing paying your bills, and the one thing giving you a purpose when the kids are gone, the husband is gone, and all the other stuff is gone. I get why you're fighting so hard for the one thing you have, right? When it comes to Diana, I think she's fighting so hard because even though she has all this money, and I'm not giving her a pass because I don't give anybody a pass for allegedly sex trafficking anybody, but I think she is still so needy and desperate and thirsty for validation. Like, she is trying so hard to be a part of the Fox 4 or 5 or whatever, to be validated, to be picked, to be a part of some clique, that she's literally willing to put herself on the line in this way. Like, you go on this show where you could literally be exposed. Like, it's crazy to me. And it's like Miss Bernice said, money can't buy you class. And as proof of that, sorry, not sorry. Yeah, it just shows you that no matter what you have externally, if you're not good mentally and if you're not good internally, nothing outside of you can make you better. Because I'm sorry, if I had all that money, you couldn't pay me to be playing on Twitter and Instagram if I had allegedly all of the money Diana says she has. Why am I playing with bots on Twitter when I literally could just go be on an island? See, like, you gotta, like, math isn't mathing right now. Things are not everything's not adding up. Why is she so thirsty to stay on this show? Like, look at LVP. When they really got to the point where they really played LVP, she was out. She was like, I got other businesses. I got other things going on in my life. I actually have some money. I don't need this show. So I'm going to see what's going to come out with Miss Diana Jenkins, but she needs to be gone. Okay, also with Diana. So allegedly, there was a blind item that came out. Well, it's not alleged. There was a blind item that came out. And what it said was that one of the newest housewives, really, really young boy toy, boyfriend or whatever, is having an affair with a nanny. And so everyone's saying it must be Asher because Diana's like a really new housewife. Asher is so much younger than her. None of the other housewives are dating anybody super, super young. And also, none of the other housewives have young children where they would need a nanny. Like, all the other housewives, their children are pretty much grown, or their significant other is pretty much around the same age. Some people were saying Carolyn Stanbury and Sergio, but Carolyn Stanbury kids are like, middle-aged teenager. I don't think they have a nanny. And her and Sergio are married. So they didn't say younger husband. They said younger boyfriend. So everyone's like, oh, it's Asher cheating on Diana. And I mean, I get it. Like, Asher has kind of been like her child groom since he was really young. There was those photos surfacing with Diana being around Asher when he was like 13 or 15, basically like grooming him since he was a young teenager. So Asher, do you, homie, do you. Get it in where you fit in, Asher. I'm with it. I'm with the shits for that. So what else? That's pretty much the latest and the greatest when it comes to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you guys. Rinna is still out there lying and scheming and blaming LVP for everything. Like, just keep her name out of your mouth already. I'm really interested to see what Bravo is going to do. Again, they're saying, like, we're going to wait for the reunion, see what happens there, who can keep their diamond. But I think at the bare minimum, Diana has to go. Like, I still don't understand the people who are like, I'd rather have Diana than Rinna. Because I get Rinna is disgusting and gross and a snake and all of that stuff. But it's the trafficking for me. That to me just trumps everything. It just trumps, I know they're allegations, but come on, guys. You know what I mean? Allegedly. You know what I mean? I can't stomach watching Diana for another season, knowing what we know, knowing what's alleged and all of that stuff. I think Bravo really should clean house, get rid of Rinna, get rid of Erika, get rid of Diana, and then plop in some new people, and the producers need to do their job and find interesting women who are not criminals. Because at this point, they're all criminals. Erika has her lawsuits. Diana has her allegations. And Rinna has her allegations. If it comes out that there's concrete proof, what Rinna did against Jax is a crime. You cannot threaten a minor child. And what the bots said were threats. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to threaten a minor. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think. So if you're watching on the replay or you're watching live, be sure to put in the comment box. Do you think the blind item talking about the young boy toy cheating, do you think it was about Diana and Asher? Who do you think Bravo should fire? Who do you think they should bring back, if anyone? Are you tired of Rinna spiraling out of control and blaming everybody else when clearly she's on the chopping block? So let me guys know what you think. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live and do everything else. And don't forget to check out the description box. We have podcasts, movies, super thanks, super chats, merchandise. We have it all, so stay tuned. We'll be talking about the Real Housewives of Dubai this week, along with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and some hot topics. So with that, you guys, take care of yourself. I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go.